All right, everyone. How are you doing today? I'm excited to be joined by Vikas. How are you, Vikas?
Hey Vito, I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me on the stream.
It's my pleasure. I'm excited to share what we worked on together. Our teams created something really awesome between InstaWP and Atarim that we're going to showcase on this short broadcast. In the meantime, I'd like to congratulate everyone or welcome everyone that is coming and joining us on this broadcast. Let us know in the chat where you're joining from and who you are. It'd be great to see some cool faces in here. Even if you're watching the replay later today, it'd be awesome to see who is engaging and who is joining us. Ask questions, and even if it's not on the live, both myself and I'm sure that you as well, because are gonna chime in and answer some questions in relation to the different apps. So let's start by talking a little bit about why did this happen? Why does Atarim and InstaWP work together well, in your opinion, Vikas?
So that takes me a little bit. So let me take a step back on that,
Please.
right? That is a loaded question, right? so uh, the when we started InstaWP, we had a very basic thing in mind. It's how to make launching WordPress simpler or easier in one click, right? That was our goal, and then it became something else, and then people started using it for client projects and then using it for delivering client projects. A lot of agencies, I mean. And then slowly the product has taken shape in a way that which is appreciated by agencies more. And then when I met you, we had no, I think, intention of doing an integration in the future. It was just like a friendly talk because you are friendly. I am also friendly. We are both friendly. Not sure why I'm saying that. so anyway,
But
so
it's true. It's definitely true.
but that's true, and we are friends also. Uh, so cut to long story short, what I'm hearing from agencies is they need uh, a stack of some kind, right? The stack which saves them time for both from a task management or a collaboration perspective, which is Atarim, and then again from like actually delivering projects in WordPress,
Right.
which is InstaWP. When they come in combination in tandem, the wedding is beautiful, right? Everybody loves it.
Yes, and then there's the two things that really gelled for me on this collaboration, which is our both of our KPIs. Because even on your website, it says it very clearly. Your goal is to allow users to load up WordPress instantly, right? So
Yes,
it's
that's the point.
your and our main KPI within Atarim is speed to collaboration. So we're trying to bring it as quickly as possible. To allow people to start working on their own websites and working with their clients and the stakeholders. And
Hmm.
while on your end, it's speed to WordPress, which is basically one click and you're coming into that experience. So
Exactly.
I want to show just quickly, we're going to show what we did together. Then we can talk a little bit about the two apps as well and how they really connect to each other. So let me share my screen and we'll start with InstaWP. Let me even zoom in a little bit so it's nicer for people that are watching there on their phones and stuff. And really, right now, I'm inside the InstaWP dashboard. And on this end, we did like a two-way integration from your side to serve what our KPI is and what we're trying to do for our users, which is speed to collaboration. We now have this little comment icon that is available on all of the different websites. That once I click on it, within a few seconds, it goes from InstaWP to Atarim, and it's gonna start. Oh, I'm not logged in. Let me log in, and then it's gonna bring me into that experience, so I can start collaborating on this website straight away if it wasn't already added to another place. Let me see if the demo gods are gonna be on my side, this is how.
They will be. Yep. I pray to them already.
Yes. So I will be able to
But this
start
is
working
this
on
is a natural thing actually. Means when I show this to people like our users, and it is kind of an aha moment for them, right? Like I can literally edit something on, means I can comment on a page visually and then talk to my customers. Where was this tool all this time, right? So that is what impressions which I've got so far.
That's it's one of those things that when people sometimes see this, they're like, why didn't I already have this ages ago, this
Yep.
guy, and I think that this is one of the cool things about like having creative ideas, and that's the same thing when I saw your solution as well. So this is how we kind of came in, and we're going to walk through a little bit more of this later on this broadcast, but this is how we came in. We clicked one button and that's it. And
Yep.
this was the important thing, that it's one click and that's it, for all of those different experiences.
That's exactly right.
So let's see what we did on our end as well. So if I'm going to click here and it's going to take you to our project screen, you can see that there is a little InstaWP icon right here on top. And if I'm going to click on that, and it's going to load up, basically do the same thing, but opposite, right? It's going to create a brand new Insta or WordPress website so that I can start working on
this. You can say Insta site.
Yes.
Yep.
And start installing any plugins that I need or anything like this, but it's super fast, super to the point, and I have a brand new installation that is mine to do whatever I please with. But then,
and this is also, sorry to interrupt, Vito. This is also added, just to add on your comment. This is also added both on Atarim side and also on InstaWP dashboard. So that becomes, as I said earlier, that becomes part of your stack, right? So if you have these two together, these two tools together in your like arsenal, this becomes like a really, really efficient tool to deliver projects.
Yes, because it just onboarded the whole thing to both sides instantly.
Yep.
And really, that's really what we tried to do. First of all, looking from the user's experience, how can we make sure that we empower users and speed up their day to day? And you and I know we've been in WordPress for many years. You need an instance just like that to show all kinds of different things pretty much on a daily basis. I've been an avid user of Insta for a couple of years now, or since you guys started, and I use it daily. So that's why it's really cool to bring that experience into our dashboard as well.
Exactly.
So with this in mind, Vikas, maybe you can share your screen. And while you're doing this, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough for the folks that don't know what Atarim is all about. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what InstaWP is all about. And we're going to do like really rapid demos of the two systems so that people can see really what we've been working on over the past few years. So while you load up the screen, you can already do that through here on Stream on StreamYard.
Yep, I'm going to do that now.
Basically Atarim, and right now we're inside the Atarim dashboard. The way to get started, there's a few ways really. You can drop in a link to any website in the world, whatever it may be, and we're gonna do it one. We already see I loaded one up to just before the broadcast, but we're gonna use that as an example, your website, and you don't have to own the website. You can just drop in a link to a domain or even a specific page, whether it's a pricing page that you want to collaborate on, whether it's a blog post that you want to share and give feedback on images or pieces of text. You can just drop in any link directly in here, and it's going to add this within a few seconds. The other way is the WordPress plugin, which is where we started. We started as a WP feedback back in the day, if you remember, Vikas.
Yep.
And then this plugin basically is, so while this is the quick solution, the plugin is the deep solution. It's fully integrated into the front end, into the back end of WordPress, so you can leave comments and collaborate right inside the admin screens of WordPress as well, inside Gutenberg and anything like that, as well as, of course, on the front end also. And then the last one is the image-based solutions, which is great for mockups or if you're doing logos or anything like this, right? So let's go into here, and we're gonna use this as the example. And you know what? I'm actually gonna add this one more time, just so that we get that experience in real time here. Yeah. So we're gonna do
just do .com instead of .io.
You got it. So again, we're gonna pray for the demo gods, you know, because when you're showing stuff, things are always
it breaks right then.
Yeah. But looks like we're good, and then within a few seconds we can start collaborating on this and navigate between the different pages, add comments on this, like this should be broken down to multiple small images rather than one big one.
Is that an actual comment for our team?
That's for you, Vikas.
Thank you for the feedback.
Thing in this one, only number 2.
Yeah, I wish I can go back in time, but yeah, soon we will have another product hunt launch. 100%.
Yeah. I'm kidding. This is a huge achievement to get this on the first time as well, and really here I can leave this here and say, like, I love the background and so on, right? And so what is really cool here is that while I'm leaving those comments, in the background, we're taking an automated screenshot that marks each one of those requests. So when I'm going to go and work on these tasks inside my inbox, I can actually see the requests that were made in real time. Only number 2, and it's going to give us the markings and everything on there, so I have a clear view of what the other side was talking about. We have screen size, browser version. I can push this to any different tools that I'm using, whether it's Jira, ClickUp, Slack, Trello, Basecamp, all of these guys. We can change the status, which the cool thing is that it's going to notify clients immediately when I make this this change in here, so I don't need to go back to email and things like that. Start a timer to track my time, as well as assign this to different team members if they are assigned to the different projects that I've been working on. And then quickly we're going to go through the board system, which is more for, so the collaboration is more for the actual stakeholders, clients, people that leave feedback. The inbox is more for the agents, the developers, the designers that needs to execute on the work efficiently. And the boards are more for project managers, product managers, agency owners, people like you and me that need to see, to oversee the operation and see that things are actually moving in the right direction. But I can also drag it into here if I need.
That's
and
nice.
Again, everything is going to be notified immediately, and can click through and do the same thing that we did in other places also here. And finally, which is brand new, because is our forms system.
Saw your announcement. Yep.
Yes. So this is still in beta, but I'm very excited about this. And the idea is to do is to create a flow from the intake on the discovery all the way to the support through our email support desk and everything in between. So we now with this, we accommodate the entire workflow of project delivery, website creation, product creation, and things like that. And it's super slick. You know, the team did a great job here on the form system. We can drag in an image picker here, and that we can modify however we please. We can have like a signature pad, and then once we save this, we can even preview this and see how this is going to look like in real time. You know, very, very cool. Yeah, there's a lot more, but I'm gonna stick to that. And Vikas, I'd like to give you also the stage to showcase a little bit about InstaWP, where you guys started, where this is going, and what are the main functionalities that inspired you to do this? Because you've been in WordPress way longer than the creation of this product. So how did this start? Where is this going?
So InstaWP started to solve my own itch, right? Means I wanted to. It was, I think, 2 years ago when I thought it is still 2021, and it is not like we don't have a way to quickly launch a WordPress maybe to test something or to show something to somebody. And that's where we started InstaWP as a pet project. I used to do plugins, themes. We still do that on the other company, but now this is the main focus. And InstaWP is where we envision a future where you can just simply click on a button and get a WordPress site. That's it. And you get your domain set up, you get your SSL set up, everything is online, it's on servers, so you can actually share your links to anybody. So you can slowly, that becomes a kind of a staging area, if you will, where people can create projects for client delivery on things like that, and they can move around between their local environment, their hosted environment. So it becomes like a workflow tool, right? So that's what we are doing right now. Our users and our customers are using it in a way where they solve their workflows. So I will just do a small demo of what these workflows are and how you can, as an agency, as a freelancer, or as a product company, can utilize these workflows. So this is my dashboard when I log in, and when I want to get a site very quickly, I just click on Add New, and I can choose from a bunch of plugins if I want to, or if I have a stack, I can go to the From Templates tab, and then I can choose a template, and you can start from a particular stack. But if I just want a plain WordPress site with a particular WordPress version, particular PHP version, if you want it in London, I think that's where you live, Vito, right? And just create site. So that's it. Means within few seconds, you should have a WordPress site, which is exactly what you wanted. And we have inbuilt code editor. So you can just open it up, edit something, and then just, you don't have to push online. Everything is online, right? Yep. And you can click on Magic Login, just go inside the WordPress admin panel, just like that. These things look very normal right now, but it was not very normal before we started, right? Of course. And there are some small handy shortcuts which you can do. So let me close this off. So for example, you can drag a plugin to your dashboard. Sorry, I just left the plugin. So you can drag it on, drop it on a particular installation, and that's it. So if you go back to your dashboard, and then this plugin will be installed for you, and you wait for a second, this will be activated for you as well. So it's that easy, right? And you can similarly drop a zip file as well. If you go to let's say WordPress plugin directory, and if you want to, let's say, try a plugin, for example. So our Chrome extension enables you to have a launch button, which will launch a WordPress site with that plugin installed. So that helps you. Like, all these are like small workflows which helps you on day to day. So let's talk about a little bit more detailed workflows. For example, I'm building a client project. What I can do is just go inside and I can do a performance test, right then and there. And this will give me a page speed insight. I have done that for another client. Let me open that up and I'll show that to you right now. So go to the performance tab, and then you will see the page insight right inside your panel. Similarly, you can map a particular domain where you can show it to a client. You can enable SFTP in one click, so you don't need to like mess around with configuration. Just click on a button and you have all the details. You can also enable SSH using similar approach. So these are all like advanced tools if you need when you are building an advanced project. Not only that, you can actually combine with Git. So you add a repository, and then whenever you do a push to a Git, it will automatically update the site. So these are some of the basic things which you can do. Once you are done building a project, you can actually click on migrate, and then migrate this site to a hosting provider, right? You just need to install a blank WordPress site, or recently we have launched connections with various hosting providers. So we support RunCloud, Cloudways, and Pressable, and now we are going to support Rocket.net and other providers. So you can just do a one-click push to whichever hosting provider you want.
That's great. That's a great place, because we're also working with a lot of the hosters to make sure that the workflow is seamless from the collaboration aspect. And so,
Right.
and I think that is really smart, because that you're going in that direction, because going into the hosting dashboard is fine for super advanced stuff, but the day to day doesn't happen over there usually.
Nope.
It happens on our daily tools that we're using, whether it's the inbox, or where all the communications are, like us, or
Exactly.
where where I'm actually creating those sites, which is exactly here.
Right. That brings to my next point, Vince. You can actually see all your hosting accounts which you have added,
Oh,
and
great.
then actually go inside and see all the sites which are there. And if you connect them, that means if you install our Connect plugin, which one click, you can actually manage them remotely, right? And that will be shown in the Connect tab. So all these things are built in and available for any agency. One last thing which I wanted to show you is if you have a local site or a site anywhere in the world, you can bring that into InstaWP with one click, which is our InstaWP Connect or staging plugin, right? Available on the repo. So
Yeah.
just install the plugin, connect your InstaWP account in one click. You have a bunch of options: quick staging, full staging. With quick staging, we can actually skip the media folder. So if it is like 100 GB size site, you don't need to copy the whole thing. So we skip that, and then we just create staging. So these are just like a couple of clicks, right?
Yes.
Um, I think the demo gods are not helping here, but but you get the point, right? So at the end of the day, you will get a staging site, which will be. Let me try this again on a new tab, but which will be a copy of your local or a production site, and that goes right back into your InstaWP account, and you can go to the sites folder and then see that again.
It will appear in there.
Yes, it will appear in there. You can mess around with it. You can show it to somebody, and it becomes like an Insta site.
That's amazing. Well, that's perfect. So definitely we can see the two connections between the systems. For one is focusing more on the technical aspect of things, and how I'm actually creating the websites and optimizing my workflow on the tech side. And then while on the other side with Atarim, we're focusing mostly on the collaboration, communications, and really the work that happens after or during the build with other individual stakeholders and clients through there. So yeah, perfect pairing, and I'm really excited about this. We're gonna do some really cool activities this coming month. There's already an interview with you on our blog. If some of the folks that are joining us want to learn more about Vikas's background and how you've been contributing to WordPress over the past decade or so. And we're gonna do a few more cool stuff together. So if you have any questions around this, I can see just a lot of really cool positive comments here in the chat. But it looks like we've been pretty clear for our folks. So I don't want to stretch this too much. So with that point, I want to thank you, Vikas, for joining me today. Encourage everyone to leave comments in there and reach out to us where you can where you want. And with this, I want to ask you, Vikas, where can people find more about InstaWP and about you specifically?
I'm very active on Twitter, so you can find my handle actually right there on the screen, because programmer, because I used to code, not anymore.
Right.
Right. So we are able to run a company. That's all it is, right? Means coding. Yes. I don't think we'll have time, right?
Yeah, I still
wish.
do a little bit, mostly on the design on front end side of things, but a lot less than I used to. And I still love it, but you don't get to do it as much, right?
Right. I do still want to play around with all the cool new AI stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see how it will pan out. And then you can find InstaWP on instawp.com, but we do have a handy shortcut. You just need to type wp.new and it will create a new WordPress site for you. That's it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Or from the Atarim dashboard, if you want to have it already added as well instantly into the dashboard. Once you're in there, you're going to see a little icon on the top right. Click it, and it's going to take you from there. And if someone wants to learn more a little bit about Atarim, you can join our Facebook group, as well as reach out to me on Twitter, Vito Peleg, and also go to the website and just click the live chat and ask a question. We're here, and we love to learn and get some feedback from our users through the support chat as well. So thank you, Vikas. I'm excited to see where this first step of the collaboration takes us. And have a great day, my friend.
You too, Vito. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, everyone.